Alright, here we go. Start of part 16. And I don't even know if we're halfway through yet. This is gonna be a long one. Here we have Gad Guard, DVD 1. This is a really interesting series. I don't know if it's got a spectacular story. I can't even remember much about what the story was about. It was just kind of interesting to watch it episode to episode. That's what I remember anyways. There's one episode in particular I can never forget, and I don't want to tell y'all exactly what it is, not because I don't think y'all deserve to know, but because I don't want to spoil it. Spoiling it's no good. Let's see. Next up we have Geobreeders. I don't really know much about this. I think at one point I tried to watch it, and then for some reason I had trouble doing it. So we have Geobreeders and Geobreeders Breakthrough. I think that's all of it. So whenever I do get around to watching it, I'll be good to go. Karas Prophecy. You know, the only thing I remember about this anime now is the snail girl. That was really weird. And, yeah, I know. This is only the first of two. I have the second one somewhere over there. I really ought to watch it. But maybe I really ought to rewatch that before I do that, so that... I don't know. It's all so complicated. Eureka 7. Maybe you pronounce it Eureka 7. I don't know. I started buying this. Avoided the limited edition collections. I probably saved myself a lot of money in the long run by doing that. But think of all the things I missed out on. Actually, were there limited edition collections? Versions? I don't remember now that I think about it. 7. 8. Anyways, this was a great series. I agree with my friend. There are certain aspects of it that are annoying. Like, I can't really say I cared for the kids, but they seemed like important characters nonetheless. 11. 12. Yeah. Didn't care for certain parts, but I thought the anime felt just really good overall, despite that. It's really strange, I guess, how some anime have flaws that seem like they could be fatal, but then they don't end up being fatal. Burn Up? I think there's more than just this one DVD. In fact, I'm not even sure if I've watched this. I don't think I have. Yeah. Here's an interesting one. Soul Taker. I explicitly went for this older, shinier release. This anime is real strange. It uses an art style that you usually see used only in openings, but it uses it through the entire anime. Also, I guess I don't want to spoil that. As you can see over there, I've got a Soul Taker wall poster. So, yeah. It was an interesting anime. And gave us Nurse Witch Komugi, which I don't remember if I've ever watched these. And I hope this is all of it. I don't know if it's all of it. Maybe there was a Nurse Witch Komugi too. Here's an unfortunate series. Corrector Yui. I think they've only released these 4 DVDs I have here. It'd be nice to have more of it. I mean, I guess there wasn't anything about it that was particularly spectacular or outstanding. So that would have just meant it was a okay anime to watch, I guess. Kannazuki no Miko. This one's kind of funny to describe. I think. I remember trying to describe it to my friend and kind of laughing. I don't think he liked it. I don't think he watched too much of it. Mezzo Forte. Now, ideally, this would actually be near Kite. But I think I keep that one somewhere else. I could eventually move it there. I'll talk about Kite later whenever I get to it, whenever I find it. Here we have Mezzo Danger Service Agency. An anime that needed to be edited less than Mezzo Forte and Kite. I guess. It was entertaining. It kind of... For the kind of anime it looks like, you don't really expect it to start dealing with alien mysteries right off the first disc, which is kind of exciting. Let's see. Here we have Patlabor 1. My favorite of the Patlabors, but that can't say a lot. I've seen Patlabor 2, but I can't remember it too well. It just didn't leave as big of an impression as Patlabor 1. Now, if you're asking about Patlabor 3, I haven't seen that yet. I actually have that elsewhere in the collection, which we'll get to eventually. Kamichu. This Shrine Box version. I enjoyed this anime. Feels heavy. I wonder why. Okay, first thing I noticed, feeling here, there's a stencil pad underneath. This one probably has it on the inside. Yeah. Stencil or writing pencil thingy-majigger. I don't know. That reminds me, I was supposed to have all of those for Chobits, but I think a couple of the DVDs I don't. It's maybe going to be impossible to find those now. There we go. Because it all fell on the floor. Ooh. This was a fun series. Vandread. I originally only had the first DVD. Was really glad when the complete collection came out. I got to see the rest of it and say, wow, that's fun. My friend really likes it a lot too. The one who sympathizes with the bad guys in a lot of anime. Betterman. I started watching this, but I didn't get too far. I don't think it was bad. I think it just failed to grab me for the first few episodes, and there was something more interesting at the time. Makes me sound like an ADD anime watcher, I guess. Nanako 617. I think that's all 3 DVDs. 12, and then there's a bonus unaired episode. So yeah, this is definitely all of the series that there is. Getting mighty tall here, so I bet all we have left. Now here's a big one. Code Geass. What can I say? This is just an awesome series. I'm sure if you've seen it, you're probably nodding your head right now saying, oh yeah, that was an awesome series. That's also a pretty awesome box. I mean, look how thick that is. 0 on the inside. As for the DVDs, we have I don't know. You know, compared to Full Metal Panic, you know, even though some of these have mechas on them, they don't... it kind of describes the anime well. It's not an anime about mecha. And you can't look at these DVDs and say it's about mecha. Those people, those are some character designs there. They want you to be interested in the characters. Definitely. They're not advertising their Gundams, they're advertising characters. Guess in my last few seconds, I've got extras over here from all the limited edition stuff of Code Geass I bought. But I guess I don't have enough time to dig them out in this video, so maybe I'm not going to dig them out at all. Oh well. On to the next.